All right, this should be a fun one. I've actually never done a video of this style before. I'm going to do a follow-up to a recent review that I just released a few days back on the Atticus wallet from Sin City Leather. And I wanted to do a quick follow-up to this video because of some of the comments that I've read in the comment section of that review. And there's only a few of those comments that I took notice of because it got me thinking. And the first one is from 8 Robins 8755. He writes at 1343, even if the MCM, I'm guessing he meant the MCW, was stuffed full and quadrupled in size, it would still be thinner than the Atticus with nothing in it. And then this comment from Richard Barnes. I don't know, Chris. I think you're doing the MMCW a little disservice about the thickness. Fill them both and compare. The MMCW will be thinner than the Atticus, I reckon. The Atticus is a thick boy to start with. So if you watch my review on the Atticus wallet, I sort of compared the Atticus with the Mitchell Leather Money Clip wallet, which is the MCW, and the Ashland Leather Capone Money Clip wallet. So what I want to do in this video is exactly what you guys asked for in these comments. I'm going to take all 3 of these wallets right here and stuff them to the brim, the exact same cards and the exact same cash, take its measurement, and let's just see who comes out to be the thinnest. So this is the Atticus from Sin City Leather, the Ashland Leather Capone Money Clip wallet, and the Mitchell Leather MCW. And both of those comments were skeptical based on my comment saying that once you stuff this bad boy with some cards, it just becomes too thick for my liking. Just because of the styling of the MCW, it has these horizontal style stacked card pockets, which I'm never a fan of. Because when you start double or triple stacking cards in card pockets of this style, it does become a lot thicker than normal, and when you close it, I just don't like it. So the question is, will the MCW and the Capone be thinner with the exact same cards and cash stuffed in it than the Atticus wallet here? But first, let's start here. I took the measurement off camera of each one of these wallets with nothing in it. The Atticus wallet right here, empty, was at 0.53 inches. That's 13.6 millimeters. And the Atticus is sort of at a disadvantage because it has this flap right here. And yes, I had to measure it from that flap. So I measured it right from this point right here. So it has an extra piece of leather, which in turn makes it a little bit thicker. So the Atticus, 0.53 inches, 13.6 millimeters when empty. The Capone right here was 0.48 inches thick. That's 12.1 millimeters. And then the Mitchell MCW, which was the thinnest of both of them, it came in at 0.23 inches. That's 5.9 millimeters thick. I mean, look how thin this wallet is with nothing in it. And I'm sure you guys knew that already, which is why you responded the way you did, just based on how thin this wallet is with nothing in it at all. And yeah, the Atticus is definitely a lot thicker, over double the thickness. In fact, the Capone is almost double the thickness than the MCW here, and the Atticus is still thicker than the Capone here. So regarding the empty test, the MCW is the best, then the Capone, and then the Atticus comes in last place. So now let's see how all 3 of them fare with the same amount of cards and cash stuffed into it. Right here I have 12 credit cards and 15 American dollar bills. So why 15 bills and 12 cards? Well, that's the max capacity of the Atticus, and this video is based on that review. So I'm gonna go on the max capacity of the Atticus wallet right here. And to measure these, I'm gonna use my trusty Neo Ruler caliper right here. I absolutely love this thing. So this is going to give us an accurate measurement of all 3 of these wallets once they're stuffed to the brim. So let's start right here with the Atticus wallet. So I'm gonna put 12 cards and all 15 bills in here. So I'm going to put 3 cards a piece into each one of these pockets here. And now let's put in all 15 bills right dead center, right under that money clip. Boom. There we go. So there's a fully loaded Atticus wallet, and let me snap it up. All right, there you go. So you can see the thickness of this bad boy already. And what I want to do is I want to measure it right from that exact place I measured it from before. All right, so let's be fair. All right, right there, let's take its measurements. It comes in at 0 24.96 inches, and in millimeters, that's 24.5 millimeters. So even with the Atticus fully loaded, it's still under 1 inch. So 0.96 inches, 24.5 millimeters thick. So I have that written down over here. So what I'm gonna do is pause the video, take all these cards out, and we're gonna load up the Capone next.
A few moments later.
All right, there we go. So all 12 cards are in the Capone, and let's get those same $15 bills right dead center of the money clip. And we're gonna take its measurement. So this is what happens with the Capone. So you see, so what I need to do in this situation, because it won't fully close because there's so much stuff inside of it, is I have to hold it closed like this until everything touches each other and I can't close it anymore. So I'm just going to hold it shut like this and take it from any point right there. So let's do it from right there and hold it shut. All right, so that comes in at 1 inch exactly, and in millimeters, that's 25.4 millimeters. So that is really surprising. This is actually thicker than the Atticus wallet with the same exact amount of cards in it. That is actually very surprising that the Capone is thicker than the Atticus, especially since the Atticus has that extra flap right there, adding to the thickness. So once again, it came in at 1 inch, which is 25.4 millimeters, and the Atticus came in at 0.96 inches at 24.5 millimeters thick. That is super surprising. Oh boy. And now we have the thinnest boy of them all right here, the Mitchell Leather MCW. So I haven't done this yet. I really don't know, but my experience with bifolds with horizontal card pockets like this, they don't end up as thin as you think they do. I just know how those other tests went in the past. And I don't know. I'm going to save. I think I know already what's going to happen. But I'm going to save it for the end just because this was so thin to begin with. So I'm going to take those same 12 cards. And I'm going to speed up the video like I did before, just so you guys don't have to sit here and be bored watching me do this. So let's speed up the video. And now those same $15 bills right here. Let's put those under the clip. And even the clip is thinner on the MCW. Everything about this is super minimalistic. Very, very thin wallet. So let's get those in there. And so I did this in my review of the MCW. I stuffed it, and I didn't like the fact that it just pops open like this. And yeah, the Capone popped open a little bit. And if I remember correctly, I think I even compared these two in my review of the MCW, that this didn't do that because of that extra piece of leather that sort of spaces out right there. So it can handle more cards and bills than the MCW. Look at this. I mean, this is just going to pop right open. But this is what it looks like. 12 cards, 15 bills, and the same deal with the Capone. I have to hold this shut until I can't hold it anymore. So that's about right there. And let's get a measurement right about there. And hold it shut. All right, so that comes in at 22.5 millimeters. And in inches, that is 0.89 inches. So at 0.89 inches, that comes in at just under the Atticus and the Capone. So yeah, I guess you guys were right. The MCW does come in the thinnest when compared to the Atticus and the Capone, but honestly, it's not a blowout. You're talking the Capone came in at 1 inch, the Atticus came in at 0.96 inches, and the MCW came in at 0.89 inches. It's not that far off between all three of these wallets. And honestly, I'm surprised. So technically, you guys were right. I was wrong. The Atticus wallet is a little bit thicker than the MCW when fully loaded. But you saw how nice and compact the Atticus wallet is because of this flap and snap right there. And you don't have to deal with this nonsense in your pocket when you're dealing with the Mitchell Leather MCW. Plus, I just don't like this system right here with triple stacking horizontal card pockets. I don't know. I'm not trying to bag on this because this is still one of my favorite money clip wallets of all time. All three of these. If you guys saw my Atticus review, you know I ranked it Atticus, Capone, and MCW. But with the same amount of cards and cash stuffed into it, it goes... The MCW is the thinnest at 0.89 inches. The Atticus, surprisingly, at 0.96 inches. And the Capone at exactly 1 inch thick. All right, this was a fun one. And honestly, I learned something. I thought the MCW wasn't going to be the thinnest. I actually thought the Atticus was going to be just a little bit thinner based on those card pockets, maybe in second place. But the fact that it was the thinnest is surprising, but remember, it's super thin to begin with. So that just means the Atticus and Capone wallets here handle the cards a lot better than the MCW, but since this is so thin to begin with, it just overall became the thinnest wallet. I mean, you're talking only a 2.9 millimeter difference between all three of these wallets, 0.11 inch difference. That's not that crazy. So it's not enough to really sway you one way or another when choosing which one's the thinnest wallet of all. My choice would still be the Sin City Leather Atticus wallet. It came in second place, under 1 inch thick, fully loaded, and it can handle those cards better because of this flap and snap. It just sits better in the pocket. But let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this video. Do you want to see more videos of this style? I've never really done this before, and honestly, I enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments below. So if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!